Itachi Uchiha is one of the most intriguing and talked about characters in the Naruto universe. Once believed to be a ruthless killer, his true story reveals a much more complex side. But was he really a villain, or was there something more behind his actions? His choices blur the line between hero and villain, making him one of the most captivating figures in anime. What drove Itachi to do the unthinkable? Was he hiding a greater purpose all along? Let's dive into his story and uncover the truth behind the mask. Early life and introduction to Itachi. To understand Itachi's choices, one must first appreciate the environment he grew up in. Born into the prestigious Uchiha clan, Itachi was a prodigy from a young age. He mastered ninja techniques with ease and quickly rose to prominence in both his clan and the Hidden Leaf village, Konoha. However, while his skills were admired, the political landscape around him was filled with tension and distrust, especially between the Uchiha clan and Konoha's leadership. The Uchiha clan, one of the founding clans of Konoha, felt increasingly isolated and marginalized after the Nine Tails incident, where the powerful tailed beast attacked the village. The incident led many within Konoha to suspect the Uchiha were behind it, increasing animosity and fostering thoughts of rebellion within the clan. This tension became a central part of Itachi's life, and it shaped his future actions in profound ways. Even at a young age, Itachi had a deep understanding of the political dynamics within Konoha and was torn between his loyalty to his clan and his love for the village. The trauma he experienced during the Third Great Ninja War also played a role in shaping his worldview. Before we dive any deeper into Itachi's story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth character breakdowns. Now, let's continue. The Uchiha massacre, villainy in action. Itachi's most infamous act was the massacre of his own clan, an act that, on the surface, seems utterly villainous. After all, how could a man who loved his family and valued peace slaughter his own people? This act cemented Itachi's reputation as a cold-blooded killer, one willing to murder his own kin in pursuit of power. At least, that's how the story was first presented. It wasn't until much later in the series that the truth behind Itachi's actions came to light. The Uchiha clan, driven by their grievances and mistreatment, were planning a coup d'etat against the Hidden Leaf village. Such a rebellion would have sparked a civil war, which could have weakened Konoha, leaving it vulnerable to attacks from other nations and igniting another great ninja war. Faced with this dire reality, Itachi was approached by Konoha's leadership, specifically the village's elders, and Danzo Shimura, with an unthinkable proposition. To prevent a war, the Uchiha clan had to be eradicated. Itachi was left with an impossible choice: side with his clan and participate in the coup, or betray his family to protect the greater good of the village. Choosing the latter, he struck a secret deal with the elders to annihilate his clan in exchange for his brother, Sasuke's safety. Thus, Itachi's role in the massacre was not driven by a lust for power or cruelty, but by a deeply rooted sense of duty and love for both Konoha and his brother. He sacrificed everything: his family, his reputation, and his soul, to prevent a war and protect those he loved. Love for Sasuke, a brother's sacrifice. At the heart of Itachi's motivations is his younger brother Sasuke. Itachi's love for Sasuke is arguably the most defining aspect of his character. From the moment Sasuke was born, Itachi cherished him, and even during the massacre, his first priority was ensuring that Sasuke was spared. In the aftermath of the massacre, Itachi took on the role of the villain in Sasuke's eyes, believing that if Sasuke hated him enough, it would drive him to become strong and eventually seek revenge. Itachi wanted Sasuke to kill him, believing that his death at his brother's hands would allow Sasuke to avenge the Uchiha clan and restore their honor. However, Itachi's love for Sasuke was not just about protecting him physically. It was about shaping Sasuke into someone who could make his own decisions and choose his own path, free from the burdens of the past. This is why Itachi kept the truth about the Uchiha massacre a secret from Sasuke, despite the personal toll it took on him. He wanted Sasuke to live without the weight of the truth and to find his own reasons to fight, rather than being consumed by revenge and hatred. Ultimately, Itachi's plan worked, albeit in a tragic and roundabout way. Sasuke did grow stronger, and he did eventually seek revenge against Itachi. But in their final confrontation, Itachi revealed the truth to Sasuke, showing him the depth of his sacrifice and the complexity of the world around them. Itachi and the Akatsuki, a false villain. After the Uchiha massacre, Itachi joined the Akatsuki, an organization of rogue ninja who sought to capture the tailed beasts, Biju, for their own nefarious purposes. To the outside world, this seemed like further confirmation of Itachi's villainy. First, he murdered his own clan, and now he was aligning himself with criminals and terrorists. However, Itachi's reasons for joining the Akatsuki were far more complex. His true goal was not to assist in their destructive plans, but to act as a double agent. By joining the Akatsuki, Itachi could keep an eye on their activities and, in some cases, even subvert their plans to protect Konoha from the shadows. In many ways, Itachi's time in the Akatsuki was a continuation of the role he played within Konoha, a man willing to shoulder the burden of being seen as a villain in order to protect those he cared about. But while his actions in the Akatsuki were driven by noble intentions, they further solidified his reputation as a villain in the eyes of both his enemies and his former allies. Heroism or villainy. Itachi's character arc is a study in moral ambiguity. On the surface, many of his actions are undeniably villainous, murdering his entire clan, manipulating his brother, and joining a terrorist organization. Yet, when viewed in the context of his motivations, these same actions can be seen as heroic sacrifices made for the greater good. He operates in the gray areas of morality, where the line between right and wrong is blurred. Unlike traditional heroes who are guided by clear principles of justice, Itachi's actions are guided by pragmatism and a willingness to make difficult decisions for the sake of peace. Itachi's story raises profound questions about the nature of heroism. Can someone still be considered a hero if their actions are violent and morally questionable? Is it possible to do the right thing by committing atrocities? Itachi's life suggests that the answer is not so simple. His sacrifices were made out of love and a desire for peace, but they came at a great personal and moral cost. If you enjoyed unraveling the mystery of Itachi Uchiha, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters.